Welcome to San Jose, California, one of the biggest cities in the United States and home to over 1 million people. If you ask any one of those million people, where's a good place to get a good taco in San Jose, chances are you're going to get a different answer each time. Hi, my name is Frankie Robles, comedian, DJ, screenwriter, and lifelong resident of San Jose, California. Journey with me as I interview local San Jose artists, comedians, small business owners, politicians, and other San Jose creatives at their favorite taco spot in one of the biggest cities in the country with hella taquerias, taco trucks, and taco stands. Taco lovers, this is the Taco Debacle. Ready? All right, so we're here with Gabby, Chavez, Lopez. You are the executive co-founder of the Latina Coalition of Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
How did that come? Okay, let me back up a little bit.
Yeah.
We met in 2009-ish on a kickball team, on an adult kickball team. Do you remember that or not?
Gosh, I forgot that. I was trying to think of when we first met, but yes, that was it. And I was, if it was in 2009, I had just graduated from Santa Clara.
Nice. So you and all the girls were on the team, and then me and a couple other friends were on the team together, and I just thought that was cool because it's like an adult kickball league, and you kind of feel like you're a kid, but you're not, but you know, whatever, right? So that's where we met, and then social media just kept everybody in touch, and so first of all, thank you for being here. Well, not first of all, it's like the third of all. So third of all, thank you for being here.
Yes, of course.
So talk to us about what you're doing, because I feel like you're always, like, everything you're doing is just women empowerment.
Yeah.
Especially Latino women empowerment, which is huge. And how did that all come to be?
Yeah, I mean, I think it all started, like, I've always been about that since I was young. Since I was, like, in elementary school, I could think about just always being, like, obviously super inspired by the Spice Girls, honestly, like, the girl power movement. I was always about women empowerment. I was always so, like, I don't know, just so inspired by women just being strong, kick-ass, smart, independent. Like, it's always been something that has just always energized me and feel like it's like the fire that, like, is within me. And, you know, I believe that most women are born with just inherent power, and especially Latinas. I think the world, when we're young, we're so strong and confident, and we believe we can change the world and all these things. And then, you know, society and things happen to us that may limit our ideas of ourselves and what's possible. And I think that we got to get back to, like, really unleashing that power within all of us. Because for me, I don't feel like I empower anyone. I feel like we all have inherent power. It's just sometimes there has to be opportunities, or that has to be encouraged. So that's how I feel like I've got into this work. And I started actually as a participant in our youth leadership program that Latina Coalition runs. And so that was my first kind of exposure to the organization. It was all volunteer back then. And we had that one signature program that we were running at the time, and I mean by we, I guess I wasn't running it then, but it was our AYA program, Engaged Latina Leadership Activists, and I found out about it in like 2007. So prior to us meeting, I got involved and was just like blown away by the network of women that were a part of this organization, just how encouraging they were and how they made the impossible, what felt like impossible, feel really possible. Right. And so that's how I got involved with Latina Coalition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And
so a long time ago. That was like over 15 years ago. So it's kind of my quinceañera, I guess, of sorts.
Hey, welcome to Gabby's quinceañera here.
Yeah, quinceañera here. Minus the dress.
I mean, we can make it happen. Yeah. No, but I think I see all that you're doing. And then all these conferences you're going to, all the awards you're winning, all the articles you're featured in. Does that kind of overwhelming sometimes, or is it like? Because I'm gonna assume that that's not why you're doing it.
Yeah, no, I've always just led with the work. Like, honestly, if people are interested in it, people are attracted to it. Like, that's what I don't chase things. I feel like I attract a lot of things into my life. And I just do what I feel strongly about. I'm constantly taking risks, but I also know that I have a network of support that's going to be there to support me should I fall, right?
Right.
And there's been times where that has happened. And there's been times where, 9 times out of 10, it might work out, or 3 times out of 10 it might work out, but like at the end of the day, it's worth the risk. And that's what I'm constantly weighing in my mind of like, should I say something? Should I do it? Should I push the envelope? But I got into this work because I do want to see things change and circumstances change for particularly women, particularly Latinas. And so I do all that I can in my power to do my part. But as you just interviewed my compadre, Victor, and it's like we're in this work together. Like this is a movement for San Jose that, us community-based organizations work a lot in collaboration, a lot in coalition. And so like I just want to like also say that nobody does this work alone. And we each have our bases and people that follow us, but like how do we bring those folks together to create bigger change is like what we're working toward. But it's always a good time. And I love to work with people that I like and that I enjoy being around and that I like want to spend time with, so that's kind of really important as well, is that trust. And a lot of these folks I've known for decades. Like we're not brand new to each other or the community, and so with that comes a lot of trust. And we can get shit done. Yeah. So.
And I think that's a trip that I met you and Victor around the same time. So I don't know. Universe,
oh really?
Universe, yeah. Because that's around when I started working with Victor. When I was working at Gardner Community Center, Victor him and his group had, him and his buddies had a group that were all about community empowerment and community engagement. So it was like, damn, that's a changing year for me.
Sure. No birds of a feather, right? I mean, I think people that are about certain things are surrounded by, tacos are coming.
Look at this. And we didn't have to order this. Oh, by the way, today's episode is being filmed here at Halal Amigos on Lincoln, and it is also sponsored by Halal Amigos on Lincoln. And
shout out.
I know, possible. Look at this. Yay. Oh, thank you very much. What are we working with here?
Oh my God.
You can get in the shot if you want.
Oh yeah. There's two of each. So we have, except for the mahi taco here. So we got mahi, the barbacoa brisket, which we're really known for.
Mahi, barbacoa brisket.
Carne asada, made with halal skirt steak. Over here we have pollo al pastor, so chicken pastor. Traditionally made with pork, but we do with chicken because we're halal. Then we have our vegan rotating special, which is vegan tacos, sweet potato, and crispy kale with vegan chipotle mayo on top.
And some spicy salsa.
And nar sauce.
Gosh, wow.
2 more dishes too.
Look at that.
2 more dishes?
4 dishes.
This is crazy. We could have had like a group interview.
I know.
We have the mountain of nachos here.
Nachos. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
We're really known for our nachos.
Damn. Crazy. I've never even had them, actually. I mostly came for the tacos, so. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Wow.
The nachos, then we have, the nachos are really extremely popular here. Along with our Enchiladas Verdes auténticas.
Ooh, enchiladas.
Enchiladas Verdes inside of here.
This is becoming more about all the things.
This is a
beyond tacos, beyond taco debacle.
Oh man, this is a whole nother show. We're gonna start a whole nother show after this.
I guess you could do a nacho version.
Man.
There's one more thing.
What do you mean?
The most special thing.
The most special thing.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
Oh my god.
I'm excited.
What is happening? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So this we sell out almost every day.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Look at that. Let's get that all in there. All right. I guess we'll fast forward to the tacos. Oh my god. Can I get a Jamaica? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's something about Jamaica and tacos that go together. There's just something about Jamaica and tacos that.
Okay, we're recording this, right?
Go for it. No, go for it.
I forgot which one this. Oh, this is the fish.
The mahi.
The mahi, the fish. Oh, I love fish tacos.
Perfect.
By the way, I love fish tacos, and there's just something about it. Oh my gosh! And look at the sauce.
Oh. I hit the reverse, not the. I can't. This is
really good.
And we've been getting asked about vegan tacos too, so this works out. This works out good.
Look at that.
I'm gonna
sweet potato.
I don't know if I'm gonna start. Yeah, well, I already touched it, so. All right.
I'm doing the vegan first.
I'm doing and the fish. Look at us.
Man.
We are just against convention around here. So yummy.
Sorry, this is part of the process. Cheers. Thank you. We're going with the vegan sweet potato taco, I believe you said. So for all you vegans out there, we had a couple. I know you watch the show and you're like, man, when's the
vegan tacos time? Ooh, that fire sauce is fire. Wow. There's a lot of complex flavors, huh?
I'm gonna cry. Is the camera still rolling? You can't see me crying on camera anymore. All right, before I get full on everything, I'm gonna move to the next one now.
Come on. Do you cry often
Sometimes.
in these episodes? Should I be asking you
I think
that?
the last one with Victor, I was
Thank you so much.
crying a lot.
You were?
Cause that was thank you. We went to Jalisco's and that's home right there. That's and then now, I don't know. This is gonna be my south side home. All right, so I'm gonna move to the pastor taco, or is it chicken? You said
Chicken pastor.
chicken pastor.
And I'm gonna do the barbacoa.
Okay, get in there.
And these tortillas, are they taste so good.
I get them local.
You got them local?
I don't have the manpower to make.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say they taste different. Like everything's really special, you know? I can feel the love.
I can't talk because of all the love. All right, the chicken pastor.
We got the beats in the background. It's good ambiance. I love the ambiance in here.
Yeah. That's good. Can we put that in a tamale? Can we put that chicken pastor in a tamale? And he said this is the fire sauce. How do you say it again? I'm sorry.
Yes. That's our fire sauce.
How do you say it again? And
Nar.
nar?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It's kind of like their take on like tacos, right? So it's like the familiar, but also like new flavors, you know, kind of the combination. So I love that because for me, you know, California, the Bay Area is all about a mix of cultures and the diversity, right, of our area and that we learn from each other.
Well, thank you.
We're really known for this salsa.
Really known for this salsa too.
What's this one?
Salsa rojo. It's made with smoked guajillo.
Salsa rojo made with smoked guajillo. I'm dipping. Salud.
So yummy.
Bro, who made this? Who made the salsa? I'm gonna give you a kiss right now, so just be heads up.
She did.
I can't kiss you. Sorry, never mind.
So,
All right, back to the show.
yeah.
Sorry.
Like, where are we?
I know, I was
We're
like-
in Downtown Willow Glen.
I'm like,
what?
Well,
I know. I was
okay.
skeptical too.
So
honestly.
that's the whole debacle,
It
right?
was
This
a
is-
little bougie.
This is the whole debacle of San Jose. You ask anybody, where's a good place to get a taco? Where's a place to get a good taco? You're gonna get a different answer each time. This is episode 6. This is the 6th place.
Yeah.
I have my spots. Okay, that part of it is like I have my taco spots. So far, I've been to none of them other than Jalisco and 5. Anyway, and so I don't pass by Willow Glen thinking I'm gonna get a good taco in Willow Glen. And you picked Halal Amigos, and I was like, "Did she know
I know.
it's a taco show? Let me look up their menu." And I was like,
You
"Oh,
literally
dang."
asked me like I didn't know. I'm like, I know where to get a good taco.
But I meant like, I was like, "What? Did she know it's a taco show?" Because sometimes some people don't get the show,
Okay.
and so when you said here, I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
why here? What is it about this place that
Yeah.
is
I mean, like I said, I think they had a reputation as a taco truck before, and like being able to open up this store in the middle of the pandemic too. I mean, they opened up this restaurant in the middle of the pandemic, and I was brought here by a friend. And sometimes that's how it happens, right? It's word of mouth. Like, I didn't trust Yelp or anything else.
Right,
it was
right.
like a really trusted friend that's from the east side that was like, there's a good tacos place in Willow Glen, and I was like open-minded about it. And I live down the street, so this is like kind of close to me. So I was like, yeah, let's go try it out. Come in, the music's good, the vibe's good, service is good. I mean, you know, it's an all-around experience.
Right.
Like, you can go somewhere just to get a good taco, but if you want to like actually have a full experience, they have homemade agua frescas. Like, they have an assortment of different things, and so I was like, yeah, let's check it out. And I was blown away. Like I said, I think the flavors are unique, and just the quality of the meat and the food and the ingredients is really good. It's solid. So.
And for you, what makes a good taco? Like, is it the tortilla? Is it the meat? Is it the salsa? Like,
for me,
what is
it's
it?
every single component matters. Every single component matters, because if one thing's off, it just throws the whole thing
Right,
off. Like,
right.
if the tortilla's not right, it's like the meat can be so good and the salsa can be so good, and you're just like, damn, this taco was like
Right.
messed up.
Right.
You know, and so, and vice versa, right? So I think every component has to be really yummy for me to consider it a fully like a good taco.
Right.
And I think grease is like also good. These don't have as much grease, but I think they make up for it in other ways with the flavors and the different toppings and stuff like that. But I do enjoy a good greasy taco.
And we
from
did a
time to
poll.
time.
We did a poll on our Instagram, and everybody, you know, I asked what makes a good taco. I think only one person said everything together, and it is everything together that makes a good taco. And we are so lucky here in San Jose, the Bay Area, that it's an assortment of flavors. The owner, creator of this place is Palestinian and Filipino, but has Mexican friends that inspired him, and he studied in Mexico to get certain authentic flavors. And I mean, we'll have him on in a future episode to tell us more. But like Gabby, like you mentioned earlier, that's the beauty of San Jose is it's so diverse.
It's a fusion, right?
It's a
fusion of flavors and cultures, and we learn a lot from each other. We have influence on each other, right? I mean, I went to school in Evergreen, so, you know, it was a mix. Even more so than what I experienced growing up in Fresno. When I moved out here, I was like, damn, this place is it's very diverse.
Yeah. So
And you see it in the food, you know?
So you grew up in Fresno. You're not originally from San Jose? Or
No, I grew up in the Central Valley, and I think that was really formative to my kind of like my upbringing, because I grew up around like the farm worker movement. I actually walked in Cesar Chavez's funeral procession with my father, so I was very clued into like community organizing and the power of like cultura and the power of movement building, and that you don't do anything really alone. Like, you have to bring people with you, and so like that was really formative. So I'm glad I grew up in the Central Valley. I think I learned a lot about folks and how to organize and how to really make change. And so I had examples like Dolores Huerta as a Latina that I was just always like, wow, like her story is so powerful. And then moving to San Jose, I mean, they have connections here in the farm worker movement and the east side. You know, Cesar lived there with his family, so there was definitely like strong connections. And then when I moved to San Jose, I got plugged into the community right away, because my dad was really involved in the community and still is to this day, but kind of plugged me in, and I met a lot of people, and kind of the rest is history. But along the way, we meet, you know, we meet people everywhere.
Join a kickball team, and then you meet more people. And
Yeah.
It's just San Jose. A lot of people don't understand San Jose is home to over 1 million people, and it's a big city. It's a big metropolitan area with a small town feel.
Yeah, it is.
It's like everybody knows everybody who knows everybody who.
It does. Well, yeah, even the owner of this place is like related to someone that I know, and that is like, you know, in my network. And it wasn't until I posted on social media about this place, because I always like to shout out good restaurants, and when I find them, right, good places, like, hey, check this place out and help them out, especially if it's locally owned. And I knew he was a younger guy and stuff, and doing his entrepreneurial thing, and so wanted to support him. And then all of a sudden, Camille's like, that's my cousin, that's my primo, and I was like, what? It's a small world. But we do have to support each other.
Right.
We got to support small businesses. Like, I much prefer going to obviously locally owned than like a chain, for example.
Right.
So, I think it's an opportunity to do that, and yeah.
Yeah, y'all need to get over here because I can't even. I mean, look what we got going on. Aside from, I'm befuddled. I don't even know if that's a real word, but the tacos are bomb. The salsas are bomb so far.
Tortillas. I really do like the tortillas. I mean, even though they're not hecho a mano, like here at this restaurant, still he buys them from a local guy. So
That's
yeah, you can tell it's just like everything's good. Carne asada is my favorite. That's my ultimate meat for tacos. But I switch it up. I like to try different things, but I'm eating the carne asada one right now. And
that's usually when I say for last because
amazing.
that's been my problem is wherever we go, it's just for the asada. And this show, we're gonna do a tally at the end of I think 10 episodes. Like I've gotten so out of my comfort zone that it was either just asada or chorizo, and that was it. And now I had a vegan taco today. You already had an asada, right? So this is my asada?
Expanding your horizons, yes.
All right, I'm so taco drunk right now.
I know, there's so many things. And apparently this is what they're really known for. But I was like, is it against the rules to eat a nacho on your show?
Oh my God, the carne asada is good.
The carne asada is so good, right? I'm like, why am I now diving into this nacho situation?
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to put salsas on this. Are you gonna eat this chile?
Go ahead, I have one. I was a little afraid, but look at this. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Ribs. Same kind of meat that's on the tacos, but so yummy.
I forgot. I was gonna ask you something else, and then something else.
And you got lost.
I'm just so.
You got lost. I don't even know why I wore lipstick. It was probably a bad call. You should tell your female guests not to wear lipstick.
The outfit? It matches the earrings?
Well, I was trying to match, but this is like actually not a really well thought out.
But it's all in place. It's not. You're fine.
All right.
You're
Good.
Fine.
I would tell you.
Thank you.
So when we were talking about ambiance and everything about where to get a good taco, you said ambiance is pretty. It's important for you.
It's important for me, yes.
You said it's because you're a Libra?
Yeah, it's a Libra. Yeah.
Explain that more. I need more.
It's just like, each sign has their own kind of preferences. And for Libras, like aesthetics is really important. Like, I like beautiful things. I like beautiful places. It puts me in like a good mood just to be around like nice, I don't know, just like nice environments. It's just, I don't know, it's very comfortable. I like to I like to get dressed up and go somewhere, see people and do all that stuff. So yeah, it's kind of a Libra thing. I can't really explain it other than that, but I'm sure other signs like nice things too, but there's just something about aesthetics that makes me feel really like, yeah, it's nice. It's a nice place. You could tell they like put care and heart. It doesn't have to be like perfect, but like you can tell there's like been thought put into like the vibe, of like the place what he wanted to create here. And the music, it's all part of it. I think it's all part of it. Seeing everything.
Yeah, because I was like, thinking about it after you said that through, when we were messaging about the show, I was like, I don't think for guys it's the same. Well, for me, I'm like, I don't care, man. If it's a truck, there's messed up cars on the side of the road and there's a truck, they don't have a permit, that's fine, whatever, just give me a taco. Is it bomb?
Yeah.
Why does that say motor oil on the container? I don't know, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a time and a place. Like I said, I just think like if it can be like the extra addition of like the nice environment, I think that's just like an added plus. But yeah, so I will have a taco out of a truck wherever too. But
especially at 2 a.m, stumble out some truck in the middle of nowhere is what happens sometimes.
San Carlos isn't very far from here. There's plenty of trucks on San Carlos.
Down, if we keep going down, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another show.
Yeah.
That'll be a different show. So what's next? what's next for Gabby? Because I see all the moves. I'm like, dang, could politics be involved? Could what's going on? Do you guys have any events coming up? Do you?
Yeah, I mean, so actually, it's really fun. We've been building out our programs. Obviously, like the goal is to, in the nonprofit space, it's like how much more impact can you make, right? And for us, it's transforming lives. Like that's what we consider impact. If someone walks away and has a better job, someone walks away and learns about a new opportunity in their community to get involved, like all of these things are impactful. And we know it not only impacts them, but their families, right? Like this changed the trajectories of their families. I mean, I'm a single mom too, and I'm raising a young son. And so when people are like, well, why aren't you focusing on the boys? And I'm like, well, you know what? Each organization has their mission, but like at the end of the day, if you take care of a mom, you're going to inherently take care of her son, right? The mom's good. My son is good when I'm good, right? And vice versa. And so, we think about transformation and impact in a way that's multi-generational, especially as Latinas are the ones that are really CEOs of their family. And maybe in the workspaces, they don't necessarily always have that title, but they are holding down their families. Right. And so we have to take care of them, and that's who I'm most concerned about supporting right now. But I think there's ways to think about, how to go, what's next, how to go deeper into the pipeline. So like I think about, being able to touch a Latina's life in high school, in middle school, in elementary school, getting to her earlier and not letting the world tell her something different, after a period of time. Like what if she had that support throughout her life, not just after college, for example. So that's what, I think what could be an opportunity for us is to go deeper into that pipeline and start younger. And so I think that's an opportunity. We're going to kick off our 25th anniversary year next year. So we just got a pretty transformative gift. And this isn't going to come out till when? When is this episode
this
coming
will
out?
probably come out in about 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay, so I can talk a little bit about it, but we got a pretty transformative gift from an individual that we're going to announce to kick off our 25th year. And the most exciting thing is that this person is Latina and identifies as Latina, and that she would be able to invest these type of resources into her own community is so meaningful. Like every gift is meaningful, whether it's $1, whether it's $5, $20, everything is meaningful. But I think these aren't the type of things that we see always in our community, especially coming from our community in the nonprofit space. So it's very meaningful and it's really special. And I think that those are the things that are are always surprising, right? And kind of are like, wow, that's incredible that someone would believe so much in me and my vision for the organization and the organization enough to entrust us with some incredible resources. So that's really exciting. I mean, in terms of politics, me as an executive director, I can't support any particular candidates, but me as the individual, Gabby, that's a D6 resident who is a mom and who is concerned about the future of our city, can support people. And I do.
But I meant like, are you? Are we going to campaign one day? No, for you. Just throw it out there. You don't have to answer that.
No.
You don't have to answer that.
I mean, no, and trust me, I get asked very frequently. And maybe it's just because, I do paint a vision, and that's what I get to do as an executive director. I get to paint a vision for a future that doesn't currently exist, but that we want to exist for ourselves and our families. And so I think people get that a lot from me because, I think politicians do that a lot as well. When really, I mean, it's just like we're all visionaries in some aspect, right? But I'm more of a visionary in the community space right now. I don't think it's out of the question. I think for me, it's about timing, and I also have a little one too that, needs me. And so I have to, take all things into consideration, but I don't think it's out of the question. And I've served as an appointed official before, and so I get it. And there's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of power to make change as well as a policymaker, but there's also a lot of power in being an advocate.
Right. And I feel like you get a little bit more direct focus, right? Because once you get into the bigger political world, it's
you have to,
this group, that group, that group.
There's a lot of things going on. So no, it's not out of the question, but
it's not in the forefront too close. But
I mean, Maybe.
So, where can people find more of you? Do you want them to just follow the Latina, the organization's Instagram, or do you want yours?
No. I mean, I think for Instagram, I think Latina Coalition at Latina Coalition makes sense. I think for LinkedIn, if it's anything to do with like your career or job opportunities, those kind of things, anything that's aligned with that, I think it's better to follow me on LinkedIn just because I'm usually sharing a lot of those things, and usually LinkedIn's more about connecting with the individual. So I would definitely encourage people to find me on LinkedIn, connect with me, let me know what you're doing. Then I mean, it puts people on my radar too, right? So if you're a Latina doing X, whatever that is, it's good for me to know because people come to me for like Latina and insert whatever they're looking for. And it's good that I know like which different people are doing out there in the community, so I can refer people to business and different things like that. And then we feature, for Latina Coalition, we're always wanting to feature Latinas that are doing incredible things. And I think the one thing that many of us have in common is we're like the only one in a lot of spaces. And so bringing together a community of folks that don't feel so isolated and alone, and making sure that they have a community of support, even maybe outside of their workplace, that can support them and help them reach their goals. Because we know we have both personal and professional goals that we want to achieve. Yeah.
Well, if you're looking to, if you're a young Latina,
or an old Latina,
we support Latinas,
young and old, on everything in between. Yeah.
Find Gabby, find Latina Coalition, Silicon Valley. We'll post up all the links and all the socials how you can get a hold of Gabby. And Gabby, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah,
thank you for bringing us to this spot. Any last thoughts or words you want to say?
Latinas are the best investment anyone can make. So you're welcome that I told you. Continue to invest in Latinas, continue to believe in Latinas, continue to uplift Latinas in your families and in the communities that we work in, because I really believe that so goes Latinas, so goes the future of the United States. So got to make sure we're taking care of them and making sure that they're supported. And so that's always going to be my call to action. So
you heard it here. So hit her up, hit up Halal Amigos, and that wraps up. We're going to get to this stuff off camera because that's a whole different show. But thank you all for tuning in. See you at the next Debacle.
Thanks.
All right, you want the nachos?
Ándale, mamita, cumbia pa' la raza.